Hello, welcome to another exciting video for the English A1 course. Here is Monsieur Pierre and I'm going to walk you through how to make acquaintances. So today's topic is making acquaintances. What does this mean? This means getting to know other people. Alright, so now I'm going to teach you how to get to know other people. Super easy. Alright, so now when you're meeting someone for the first time, you need to say a greeting. Alright, so now if you had followed through from the previous videos I did on the English A1 course, you must have learned various greetings in English language. So now it's about time to apply them. Alright, so now when you're meeting someone for the first time, it's either you say hello, good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You have to be very formal, alright? So all of these are greetings. So if you're in the morning, you can be saying good evening. And if you're in the evening, you can be saying good morning. So everything has to be applied correctly. Alright? So the next thing you want to say is how are you doing? How are you doing? Good morning. How are you doing? Good evening. How are you doing? Good afternoon. How are you doing? Alright? So now, how are you doing is very vital. Alright, it's important to care for one another. So, good morning, how are you doing? Before you go on asking other informations you might want to ask. Alright, so good morning, how are you doing? And the response to that, I prepared two responses for you. So you can either say, I am very well, and you, or I am good, and you. However, there are still various ways we can answer to this question, but these two is good for you as a starter. Alright, so I am very well, and you, I am good, and you. So also, if you're the one asking the question, after saying how are you, the person will respond with any of these two or any other way. Alright, and it's almost certain that the person will ask you and you. So when the person asks you and you respond with I am very well or I am good. So now it's important to know that you only say and you if you're not the one asking the question. If you're not the one asking the question and the person asks you the question first, that is when you can apply and you. But if you're the one asking the question, there's no need to say and you anymore because the person will probably say that as well. Okay, so after that, you want to ask for the person's name. What is your name? What is your name? What is your name? So, what is your name? The response to that is my name is, and your name. For example, my name is Pierre. So, my name is Pierre. You can also say I am Pierre. I am Natasha. I am George. Alright? What is your name? My name is I am. Alright? Moving on. So after that has been asked, you might as well want to ask the question, where are you from? Where are you from? So the response to that is I'm from. So now I'm from, it could be your country or it could be your city. For example, I am from Lagos. I am from Abuja. Or I am from Nigeria. Alright? So it could be your city or your country. And you can just say both. You can say, I am from Lagos, Nigeria. I am from Abuja, Nigeria. I am from Berlin in Germany. I am from Munich in Germany. I am from Paris in France. Alright? Good. Another question is, what do you do? What do you do? So now what do you do has to do with profession. So when you're asking someone this question, you're trying to get to know the person's profession. Alright? What do you do? What do you do? Profession. So now the response is I am A and your profession. You could be a lawyer, a student, a teacher like myself, a music artist, a secretary, anything that you are. All you need to do is say, I am A and your profession. Alright? Another question you might want to ask is, where do you live? Where do you live? Now the response, I live in. So now that as well can be your city or your country. So you can just say, I live in Nigeria, I live in Abuja. Alright? Good. Where do you live? I live in your city or your state. Alright? So now, because you're meeting the person for the first time, you might have more questions you want to ask. But for your level now, this is quite enough. That way the person gets to know few things about you, and moving on, you get to know more and more and more. Alright, so from the beginning, I'll take it again. Where are you from? Where are you from? I am from city or country. What do you do? Talking about your profession. What do you do? I am a profession. I am a teacher, I am a singer, I am a secretary, I am a footballer, anything that you do. And the last one here is, where do you live? Where do you live? I live in country or state. Alright? Country or state. So now, after your conversation, you will need expressions like this to end the conversation. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Or as well, I am delighted to meet you. So these are some expressions you can use after the conversation. Nice to meet you. Don't forget it's a man, which you already know. Nice to meet you, sir. It's a woman. Nice to meet you, ma. As well, it's a pleasure to meet you, sir. It's a pleasure to meet you, ma. I am delighted to meet you, sir. I am delighted to meet you, ma. So that way you have had a beautiful conversation with someone you're meeting for the first time, and you'll be able to exchange bits of information about each other. So thank you for joining today's lesson. I hope to see you in the next video. I'm Mr. Pierre, and I hope you understood everything we did today. Have a good time and see you next time. Goodbye.